Alright, what up everyone? I'm here with part 2 of this video here. So yeah, as you can probably tell, yeah, this is probably going to be a 3-part vid. Anyway, I noticed the Panzer IV-H sneaking over to the right side here. So it looks like he gets hit, loses a track by that Cromwell, gets hit by an AT grenade. And that's what kind of pisses me off in this game. Sometimes the anti-tank grenades blow up tanks and other times they don't. Because as you can see here, the Panzer IV destroys my ally's Cromwell, and then he takes another AT grenade, only losing the main gun. And then he takes yet another, but this one blows up the turret this time. So a tank without a track, a turret, and a main gun is basically useless. My ally has a 17-pounder hidden there and destroys an oncoming enemy Tiger. Never charge your tanks in this game. That's the first rule of the game. Never charge your tanks. Anyway, that tank takes another anti-tank grenade and still isn't dead. So, like, I don't know, man. Here's a close-up of it. He's attempting to get out and repair it, but I think my ally kills the infantry trying to repair it because he's right there. It's like, come on. Well, yeah, it's marching over an infantry squad there. But yeah, he took all those AT grenades like they were nothing. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Anyway, I bought a Churchill here. The Churchill is a very good British tank. It has plenty of armor. It has very good, yeah, plenty of armor and a good 6-pounder gun, which is usually adequate to destroy most enemy medium vehicles. And it can soak up targets pretty well, so it's a great infantry tank, as it's called. So my poor riflemen in the building here, I noticed that they're they just march into the building and then my riflemen, they're gonna destroy each other. It's actually kind of funny, oh my god. Everybody just runs into the room, and oh my god. And I end up only with one guy left. So yeah, he just marches his squad in, and oh, yeah, that was pretty funny. But anyway, yeah, and then as you can see there, the tank just refuses to die, and the machine guns continue to kill everyone around there, and then he just keeps losing infantry over and over again, even though he took 4 anti-tank grenades already. What is this, the invincible tank? I mean, seriously, it's just stupid. So my ally's a Piat there, except right before he can shoot, he gets killed by the MG gunner. And that's the other thing that pisses me off. Sometimes when I'm sneaking up on an enemy tank, the AI will just all of a sudden the AI will just basically do something stupid, like the gunner will just magically turn around and shoot you as if he knows that you're there. Well, that's impossible. How would he know I'm there, especially if I'm sneaking around in the dark? Honestly, it's not even really that fair. How the AI could even possibly know that I'm there? It just magically turns around and shoots my scout, which pisses me off, right? So I noticed that he has some stormtroopers coming up. They're dead. And I noticed he has a Panther coming up. I can't really do anything about a Panther, and my ally just lost his 17-pounder, which is the only weapon that can take out a Panther. That's kind of the sad thing about the British. The British really have only one trick, and that's the 17-pounder. Other than that, they have very little up their sleeve. Well, Germany has all kinds of stuff at their disposal. Britain has very little, although in a way that this makes Britain good at the same time, because the 70-pounder is a great proven weapon. So as you can see here, there's tank crews with TNT sneaking up on that Panzer IV to throw his TNT on it in about a second here. Kaboom! And that destroys the hull, finally knocking out that determined tank. So my ally's marching, the enemy is marching over a whole bunch of infantry, and some of them get mowed down, just rushes them in like an idiot. My ally on the left has a 17-pounder. Taking hits everywhere. My Churchill's holding up just fine. Infantry on the point are working pretty well. I gotta buy some machine gunners just to overwatch the point and shoot any stragglers. I noticed an enemy Pack 40 up there. He can't really take out my Churchill, so I'm not worried, but I think I can get him with a 6-pounder. And I fire a few shots. Oh, that one hits the Panther. Reloading the gun, fire again. That one came up short. Then another one fire. That one is kind of close, but still not very good. I'm trying to remember where he is now. Fire again. No effect. Continue to fire. Yeah, in this game you kind of have to have eyes on the enemy if you want to destroy their emplacements, or else you'll just forget where they are, right? So I lose a track. I'm like, who's shooting me? Oh, it's an enemy Puma. Well, that's no problem for the Churchills, 6-pounder. So I just shoot at the target with AP, let the AI do all the calculating. Don't do direct control. Pretty fine. He gets confused by, I think, an anti-tank rifle. Oh no, a 6-pounder. And then there's an enemy Whirlwind, which gets smoked in the side by the 17-pounder. Very good shot. I don't even know why we would have that guy would buy a Whirlwind. I don't think the enemy team is very bright. Why would you buy a Whirlwind unless you're planning to destroy the guys on the point? And at this point in the game, the enemy starts to rage. One guy just quit right there. So yeah, well, I guess if they're dumb enough to buy tanks that have absolutely no purpose whatsoever, then yeah, they would be mad. And then this guy here tells me, it's a game, so shut up. You guys are gay. But I mean, seriously, like honestly, why would you join and then quit, like rage, and buy stupid equipment that doesn't have any purpose, and then expect us not to laugh at them? I mean, seriously, this game is pretty competitive. I mean, not many people like talk about it or know about it, but at least I play it competitively at least. So then I got a 3J, Panzer 3J on the right, and a Panther right there. At this range, the Panther would really wreck me up. He's shooting off my tracks. I fire one last shot off at the 3J, I think. He continues to shoot at me, and my ally throws grenades on the 3J, and the 3J dies. The Panther continues to shoot at my Churchill, but somehow my Churchill is resisting all the fire. But anyway, yeah, we throw a whole bunch of anti-tank grenades on it there, like 5 or 6, and we only get a crew confused and a turret destroyed. Now my Churchill's still alive, it only lost its turret. And see, right there is another example of the anti-tank thing and the German steel durability. He just took 6 anti-tank grenades and only lost a turret and got like 5 crew confused. He then begins to pull back, and I'm like, no, that's not happening. But then he pulls forward again. I don't know what's going on. I don't know how the Panther took 6 anti-tank grenades, but then it just exploded. I assume it was TNT, but I actually I don't remember. Maybe it was the 17-pounder. I really actually didn't understand what was happening at that point too. But it just kind of totally exploded. So it was either TNT or the 17-pounder. But anyway, it was amazing. That was pretty amazing. And that's why I love this game, just because things like that are just so amazing, and just like random things like that, I don't know, just huge explosions and epic battles. That's what happens in this game. My ally, I actually didn't record it, but my ally in a game that I played today, this game's pretty old, but I had a game today where the enemy team had 3 King Tigers and an Elephant, super heavy tank destroyer, and my ally, J-Bob, marched up a Firefly and fired the 17-pounder into the side armor and killed 3 King Tigers and an Elephant with a single Firefly, Now, that is amazing. I don't know, I really wish I had recorded it, but, I mean, that is just epic. I mean, seriously. 3 King Tigers. That just goes to show how stupid the enemy team is. They're pretty dumb here as well. The enemy team is already down a point per player, and they're kind of marching up guys just up to the point randomly. I don't know. I have it pretty well secure. I'm telling my machine gunner to move over so we can get a better beat on the point. Except he dies before he can start to fire his gun. I noticed an enemy Panzer 4E, I think it is, the one that has the short-barreled gun that fires high explosive rounds, that is basically effective against infantry. At this point I buy a turtle. Now I don't know, I've explained the turtle before, but it's an extremely heavily armored thing, and has the most powerful gun, the thickest armor in the UK's arsenal. It's pretty much impenetrable from the side too. It's 100mm side armor, so unless you use a very high velocity gun, pretty much you won't be able to kill it. I noticed the enemy's marching up to 4E. My ally 17-pounder takes out that Panther. That 4E is just kind of going straight forward. I don't know what he's thinking. The stubby cannot destroy my Churchill. What is he doing? He just continues to drive through the thing like, ah, motherland, you must die. And then, basically, I throw my grenades at it, and the grenades blow it up, and the cannon shoots, and then it just fucking gets destroyed in an epic hail of doom. And now at this point, the other guy out of 3 guys, there's only 1 left up because the other guy again just rage quit. And unfortunately, the explosion from the 4E blew up my allies' infantry. But at this point, it doesn't even matter. It's 3 versus 1. Also, I got my turtle up. He's moving up. And now it's pretty much over for them because the turtle requires a King Tiger to even... Actually, no. The turtle cannot even be destroyed by a King Tiger. It's massive. The cannon can pretty much annihilate any tank except the King Tiger, basically. And any German tank except the King Tiger can be destroyed by the turtle. You can flank it or you can blow it up with infantry. That's about the only thing you can do to the turtle. That's really about it. It's a 93mm gun, pretty effective with high explosive rounds against the point, and of course armor piercing is just devastating. I'm trying to blow up the little building there because there's infantry behind it, so I'm kind of firing direct control here. Boom, boom, blows up the some of the wall. Doesn't really do a whole lot. My ally on the left there is moving up a Cromwell to attempt to, I guess, root out the infantry as well. Except he gets picked off by an enemy. I can't even tell, but I think it was a Hetzer, if I remember correctly. Anyway, I'm continuing to fire at the wall, but I'm shooting AP, an idiot. That's a pretty bad mistake. Sometimes the AI will switch the shell type on you by accident, or like not even when you want it to. Like sometimes they'll just switch to HE because the AI is killing enemy infantry, and then when an enemy tank comes, you're not able to destroy it because your guy is HE loaded, or you mistakenly fire HE at a tank or HE at a HE at a tank or AP at infantry. Like, you know, screwed up. But yeah, he has a whole bunch of infantry, so I'm gonna move up my turtle to support them and blow them to hell and back with the cannon. Moving him into position here. Oh yeah, the video's over in a few seconds here, but I target the enemy Hetzer, and then I'm gonna get ready. Will he destroy the Hetzer?